What's up guys, welcome to this video guide to the best cheap high potential defensive midfielders in FIFA 15. Now if you want to see the full list of them, make sure you head over to fifascoutingtips.com. This is just going to show my recommendations rather than every player. So head over there to see all their prices, potentials, every player on the list, not just the recommendations. But like I said, today I'm going to have a look at just my choices. Every player here and on the article on the website has at least potential 80. The maximum overall in the article as well is 73. That kind of just to keep the numbers down and to give a good number of players, and also to keep the cost down as well. So make sure you have a look at that. Now let's get into my recommendations and see who I've chosen. Now I've chosen 3 players here, and first of all we're going to start with Junior Malanda. And if you've been playing FIFA for a while now, you're probably going to recognize this guy. He's quite well known. He's a really good player. He's got really good potential as well, and he's just a great sort of enforcer player. He's the good type of player if you want a strong central midfielder with high potential. So he starts off with 73 overall, he's got 85 potential, and he is 19 years old, plays for VfL Wolfsburg in the German Bundesliga. If your scout has a look at him, he'll come out with a valuation of £1.3 million, but an inquiry to Wolfsburg, you'll get a price of £9 million. As you can see on the top right hand side, I got him for £6 million, so that's a third of his price off, and you may be able to get him for even less than that, so you can get a really good deal with him. His wages are £30,000, he's got a 4-year contract at Wolfsburg, he's right footed with a 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, and he also has the strength speciality. Now if you have a look at some of his stats, you'll see it's because he has strength 91. Now he's just 19 years old and already he's got strength 91, so as he develops and gets closer to his 85 potential, that's just going to grow and grow. And he's going to be a complete rock in the centre of midfield. He's going to be so hard to get past. He's got half decent pace as well and really good stamina, so he's going to be chasing attackers all over the pitch, making sure he gets the ball off them, and he's going to use his tackling and his strength to ensure he does that. So he does have very good tackling as well, and a really thunderous shot as well. So if he ventures forward into an attacking position, don't be afraid to have a shot with him, because he may end up scoring, because he's got such a powerful shot on him. And like I said, he is such a great player to get. If you're looking for that strong enforcer in the middle of the pitch, he's only 19, but he's already very good at that role, and he has great potential. Now the next player we're going to look at is the type of guy you want to get if you're looking for more of a sort of an all-rounder, a utility player in the middle of the pitch. You can do pretty much anything, and that's Gilliam. He plays for Udinese in Italy. He starts with 73 overall and he has 81 potential. He's 23 years old. Scout puts a value of £1.7 million on him, but an inquiry, Udinese come back and say that you can't actually buy him because he's only just joined them. So what I did in this video is I just transferred him across before I started the career, but I inquired in January as well, and Udinese wanted £7 million for him, so he's still fairly affordable. His wages are £30,000, he's got a 5-year contract at Udinese. He's right footed with a 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, and he also has the long shot taker trait. And when you look at his stats, you can see that that's not misplaced, because he's just got such great long shots. Long shots 83 and shot power 82. He's going to be scoring a ton of goals from distance if he gets the chance, if he ventures forward. But as well as that, his defensive stats are very respectable as well. Good marking and tackling, good interceptions too, so he can break up attacks as well as being lethal when he goes forward. He's got very decent vision and good passing as well, both long and short passing, so he can create opportunities too for you, and he's fairly strong as well. So all round he's a very good player. He can do lots of different things, he's good in lots of different roles, and he's a player to get really if you're not sure if you want a specific type of player like Malanda, if you want a more all-round player who can cover different positions if needed. So he's a decent option for that. And our final choice, we get to this guy here, Sebastian Christopher. He is a very cheap option. If you haven't got as much money as some teams might who will be looking at Malanda and Gilliam, this is the player to go for, because he is very affordable. Now he starts out at 69 overall and he has 82 potential, so very high potential. He's 20 years old and he plays for Sevilla in Spain, and his cost from your scout is £550,000, but inquiry, Sevilla only want £1.1 million for him, and as you can see on the right hand side, I got him for £750,000, so that is a very good price. It's very unusual that you'll find a 69 rated player with 82 potential, or around about that area, for less than £1 million. It's very rare, so this is a great player to take advantage of that kind of opportunity. His wages are affordable as well, just £9,000, and he has a 4-year contract at Sevilla, right-footed with 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. Now, looking at his stats, he is the type of player to get if you're looking for a kind of deep-lying playmaker who can break up attacks and then start his own ones for your side. So he's got decent tackling, but also very good passing. His interception 75 and stand tackle 72. That's going to be really useful for breaking up attacks in the middle of the pitch, but his long passing and his short passing are both very good as well. So he's not bad with the ball at his feet. He's not just a tough tackler, he can play with the ball as well, and he's got fantastic balance as well, so he should be able to get past players fairly easily in the middle of the park as well. So he's useful with the ball at his feet as well as winning the ball back, and for just £750,000 with that kind of overall and that kind of potential, you can't go far wrong with him. So he's the one to go for if you're on a bit more of a tight budget. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how these players look after 3 years of development, so you can get an idea of roughly what they'll be in that time period if you decide to get them. It's not set in stone, but it might give you a good rough idea of how well they grow. Okay, so here we have Malanda after 3 years of growth. And as you can see, he's been doing really well. 80 overall at just 22 years old, 94 strength, that has grown loads and it's doing really well. He's going to be an absolute rock in the middle of midfield. Good pace as well, 79 acceleration, that's going to be really useful for getting across the ground. Technically speaking as well, he's doing excellently in a number of different areas. Stand tackle 84, shot power 88 and short passing 81. 3 different really good stats in 3 different areas as well. So he's going to be creating chances, scoring goals and breaking up attacks all over the pitch as well. So he's a really useful player to have and he grows really nicely. Next up we have Gilliam, and he has grown pretty much exactly how we hoped he would. He is really well rounded. As you can see here for comparison, 79 stand tackle, 86 short passing, 78 dribbling as well. He's good with the ball at his feet, he can tackle, he can pass. His long shots have become absolutely lethal now, 88 shot power and 90 long shots. He's going to be scoring so many goals from distance. His mental stats are all about even as well. So it means that he's good at attacking and defending, and he hasn't quite grown as much as Malanda, but that's because his potential's a bit lower, but he's only just shy, only a couple of points short of his potential now, so he's developed into a really nice player. Okay, and finally we have Christopher after 3 years of growth, and he's grown 7 points and he's looking like a very handy player now, and he's starting to develop in the same sort of way as Gilliam was, so he's getting really good shooting, long shots especially, really looking good now, but also good tackling as well and good passing, so he's looking like a very handy all-round player here. A few more points until his potential, but he's still very young and still doing well with his growth. And also you may notice that his physical stats have grown as well, which seems to be a problem in this FIFA, but every single season that I simmed through here he was growing in physical stats. I think last season most of his stats were growing about 2 each, 2 or 3 maybe in some cases in physical, so he's doing really well that way as well. And for the amount of money I paid for him, £750,000, really cheap, really good bargain, so I would recommend him. And so I think I will leave it there for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you visit FIFAscoutingtips.com for the full article with all the players, not just the recommended players, all their key things like their cost, their potential, their wages, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you leave a suggestion if you've got a player which you found is really good in this role, a player that you want to recommend yourself. And if you have any ideas for the channel or for this series of videos or any other videos you want me to do, please do leave that as well. I'd love to see what you suggest. Make sure you enter your best scouted player to the Scouting God competition. Use hashtag ScoutingGod if you're going to do it on Twitter. That's going to end on the 31st of October, so you've got a few more weeks left on that one. You can enter on Facebook as well, or on here if you want as well. And make sure you leave a like if you thought this video was good, and thank you for watching.